Hi, I'm Mahdi, and today I'm here to play the blind swordsman. Today I decided to find it and play. Here we go. The blind swordsman.
Loading the blind swordsman. Press enter to skip.
The road has been long and dark. Roaming the land looking for the magic to get my sight back. My life hanging by a thread in every battle. And every battle a black void. A whirlwind of sound and danger. Ahead of me, at the end of the Serpentine Road, lied the Kaijin Tower, home of a powerful warlock, rumored to have the powers to cure my plight.
Main menu. In all the menus, use the up and down arrows to navigate. Enter to accept your selection, and backspace to go back. Story mode. Survival mode. High score. Achievement. Credits. Control. Story mode. Survive. Credit. Programmer. Evil dog. Artist. Sick Death Fiend. Voice actors. General Ivan, Apotheria, Seymour, Sapphire, and Antfish. Back to main menu. Store credit. Control. Use the left and right arrows to turn to face the enemies. The down arrow to do a timed parry. The up arrow to attack. The backspace key to abort the battle. And enter to skip the enemy's intro. In all the menus, use the up and down arrows to navigate. Enter to accept your selection. And backspace to go back. Story mode.
Sounds are awesome.
Degrees mode. 100 back to 360 degrees mode. This mode is locked. You must complete the story mode. 100
Faceless enemies awaited me on the road.
level selection. Level 1.
I felt his presence before he opened his foul mouth. Sword-wielding, predictable and slow. I would not die by his blade.
Use the left and right arrows to turn to face the enemies. The down arrow to do a timed parry. The up arrow to attack. The backspace key to abort the battle. And enter to skip the enemy's intro.
This isn't suitable for ages. I might
You're the
insult
blind
them,
swordsman, aren't you? I've heard of you. Look at you. Pathetic. You can't see me. You're a fool for coming here.
The sword can be seen by more than the eye. That greedy man should have known that. I moved on.
Level selection. New level unlocked. Level 1. Level 2.
When I heard the chain rattle, I knew death hung at the end of it. A flail, a deadly weapon one should not be eager to preempt. I took a defensive stance.
Any man who stands before me is as dead as a... Wait, you're blind. You're that blind swordsman. Interesting. You should have lived a quiet life, away from death. You'll find no pity from me, blind man. Die, now! Well done blocking my attack. You can't see my flail, but you can hear it. The sound of death. This part of the land was not for you. You shouldn't have come. Here comes the pain! Take it! You're blind but skilled. I've heard of your feats, but you've met your end. You should have lived a quiet life, away from death. I've seen many men die from that. You'll find no pity from me, blind man. You can't see my flail, but you can hear it. The sound of death. I'll crush you!
Level 1.
This part of the land was not for you. You shouldn't have come. I've heard of your feats, but you've met your end. Die! Now! Take that! You deflected my attack. Impressive, blind man. You should have lived a quiet life, away from death. You'll find no pity from me, blind man. Here comes the pain! Well done blocking my attack. You can't see my flail, but you can hear it. The sound of death. This part of the land was not for you. You shouldn't have come. Take that! You're blind, but skilled. I've heard of your feats, but you've met your end. You should have lived a quiet life, away from death. I'll crush you! I've seen many men die from that. You'll find no pity from me, blind man. You can't see my flail, but you can hear it. The sound of death. Die! Now!
My skull could have been easily crushed, but alive I remained, and forward I went.
Level 4.
In front of me was a woman, evil and deranged, but also swift, nimble, and by the sound of it skilled with the dagger. Somewhere in her motions lied an opening for me to find.
At last we meet, blind swordsman. Oh my sisters and I have dreamt about you. But I've got you now. Let's dance, shall we? Looky here. Why? You and me sitting in a tree. No!
Even in madness, when too eager to cause death, you'll only find your own. But I live to take another step.
Level selection. New level unlocked. Level 4.
I could sense a pack of wolves circling me, their hair dressed on their backs, and their claws sinking deep in the ground where they prowled. In return, they sensed a weakness in me. My blindness had lured to hunt me down. The frenzy calmed, the dust settled and the blood dried. Only silence remained and pitch-black darkness surrounded me once more as I continued down the road.
Level selection. Level 6.
Through the sound of wood cracking under the strain of the wind came something else. The bending of a bow. Then 3 others. Cowards! My only chance was to survive their arrows long enough for them to get close for a kill.
Got you, blind swordsman! Again! Move closer! Arrows!
Mates achieve story to 100 back to 1 level 4.
Now! Impossible! Move in and get ready! Shoot!
Level 5.
Move forward! Ready your arrows! Arrows! Daggers! We charge! Prepare to die! Yeah! Take your last breath! Yeah! dead man!
They should have stayed away from me. Instead, their corpses now laid at my feet. I moved on with a growing feeling that all these encounters were not mere misfortunes.
Level 6.
My feeling was confirmed when I heard a dozen swordsmen coming at me. Without stealth, without strategy, just a brazen charge toward me. I readied myself and focused on the sounds, traveling in darkness, guiding my movements.
Come on, he's blind! Charge! Kill him now! Ah! I'll get him, he's mine! Here I come, blind swordsman! Die by my sword! You're not leaving here alive! Taste your own blood! Die, blind swordsman!
Once more, I stood while countless enemies remained motionless around me, betrayed by the silence they willingly interrupted with their cries of war. I now knew that forces were against me on this forsaken road, but I had to keep walking.
Level selection. New level 8. Final. Level 7.
I dreaded the moment when one dead dagger-wielding sister would bring out the others. That moment had come. Standing before me were 3 crazed women on the edge of madness, out for revenge, mixed with some kind of perverse pleasure.
You killed our sister, didn't you? Well, she deserved it, she did. Oh, yes. Now come. You can dance with us. Ah, yeah. You are handsome. Yes! Play with us! I'm here! No! Bad man! You're bad! Why are you alone, swordsman? Don't you want us?
You're alone
We
too.
need you.
I had survived this demented torrent of attacks, left wondering what drove this band of sisters down the road of insanity. I left their mangled bodies behind, their savage beauty, all repulsiveness, never to be revealed to me.
Level selection. Level 7. Level 8.
I felt I was getting closer to the Kajian Tower when I heard a small army marching toward me, the ground tremouring increasingly under their approaching footsteps. The ominous feeling that this would be my last battle sinked my heart and clogged my throat. I raised my shield and sword with shaky arms and awaited the onslaught while they surrounded me.
Listen up! The man standing before you is the blind swordsman. You've heard of him. He has slain countless enemies. Do not underestimate him. But this is his final battle, and here he will take his final breath.
Today, the blind swordsman dies, and he's yours to kill! Charge!
Here comes the pain!
Take that!
I'll crush you!
Take that! Die! Hey!
Level select. Level 8.
Die now!
I'll get him, he's mine! Here I come, blind swordsman! You're a dead man! Hey! Prepare to die! Die by my sword!
Here comes the pain!
Take that! You're not leaving here alive! I'll crush you! Take that! Prepare to die! Die now!
My whole body was burning, every muscle screaming for me to kneel over and die, for my soul to give up. But I kept standing, I kept breathing, and I kept walking.
Level select new level 9.
I was now standing in front of the Kajin Tower. Somehow I could sense its dark energy pulsing through me, sending a cold shiver down my spine. In front of me, I felt the presence of a silent enemy, and its cold, yet unthreatening stare. I waited.
The blind swordsman, a legendary man on a fool's quest. What you seek will not be granted. My master has no interest in your desires. Your exploits will bear no weight on his conscience. All you wager to accomplish is your own demise. Turn back. Go back whence you came. Wash the blood off your hands and live. That would be my advice to you if I didn't sense an unrelenting fire burning within you. So, prepare yourself, swordsman. Do what you must.
Level stack. Level level. Level stack. Level.
Skills are admirable. Impressive.
Level. Level 8.
The problem is this.
One swordsman.
Level 9.
Excellent.
Level.
my technique.
Level selection.